Welcome back to Svavel Vinter, the role-playing game, Svavel Vinter, the role-playing game. We are on Book 2, The Eyes of the Oracle, and we have with us adventurers yet again. This show is rated R for extreme brutality, war crimes, some torture
Drug
porn.
use?
Some torture porns, yes. Other explicit scenes too. Though we tend to fade to black every once in a while too. It happens.
It's only the butchery that we do out of the oven.
Yes, only the butchery. Yay! With us this time we have.
I'm the infamous Rob, and I get to play Sir Artigue de Fontra Cilor, General. I mean, you're not strong man of the party, but General Protector of the party, who's now very, very upset for, among other things, well, among many reasons to be upset about this, one of his little protectees has wandered off into the hither and yon by herself, and it's the most important one.
Technically, you were the ones who were moving, as far as you know. I mean, she might have moved too to some other place.
Maybe she fell behind. How's that?
I reject. Artigue rejects your reality and substitutes his own.
Very well.
I am Trinsmyra. I play Nefria Ab Kolhal, and it's me. I'm the warcrimes.
Yes, yes,
and
you are.
To an extent, that sums up my character and my role in the group.
Fair
enough.
Definitely agree that you are the war crime.
I'm Goat. I'm playing Sifanu de Krimbydd, the necromancer and overall magician of the group. And tonight I'm going to try to throw my hat in as war crime number 1.
Oh my god, we have a war crime competition? This is how atrocities escalate, folks. This is how atrocities escalate. When the one-upmanship of atrocities has started.
Hi, I'm Jess, and I was utterly shocked to discover that I was not playing the worst human in this group. Normally, I play Lady Brithanny Walliswaith, agent of the Neoclevekian Empress Georgiana, recovering mean girl and professional assassin. But she is the aforesaid person who fell behind and is in somewhat dire straits at the moment as a result. So I will probably be playing a variety of NPCs.
Yes.
And I'm Alan. I'm playing Bodonius Monk of Ranz, who was charged by his dead mentor to assist the champions that you see before you in tracking down the oracles and fulfilling the will of Mount Ranz.
The gods specifically asked for this.
This is all their fault.
Are we all just Paul Muad'Dib? Is that
Yes, you are.
like it's what the prophecy wanted?
I mean, perhaps
Again,
the gods
it
were
is the
drunk.
legend.
I don't know.
They're gods. Why would you trust them?
They were all up there like, hey, you know what would be hilarious?
Yes.
Apparently they have a sense of humor. Does someone want to summarize last session? For a fate die?
Yes, I will take a whack at it for a fate die.
Nefria might need a fate die.
I was going to give it to her since she already decried the possibility of her summarizing again.
If she recounts last session and you give her a fate die, then ba-boom.
No, I wasn't offering her one of mine. I was offering to go get her a fresh one.
Oh.
Anywho's, so last session we successfully made it back to Trinsmyra with a teleportation spell from our knowledge beyond knowledge friend, the Green Eye. Yeah. Sadly, since apparently if you didn't have super focused will, the best idea was to be, not conscious of what was going on. Most of us spent the ride either drugged or, in Artigue's case, just, rendered unconscious. Unfortunately, we left Brithanny until last, and that was a bad mistake, as she did not end up unconscious and ended up staying behind. Anywho, so we're in Trinsmyra, ostensibly off to go see Rauga, the seer in the Wolvenwood, who is white/albino. Unfortunately, Nefria's Reavers can lead us to, relatively. We have our friendly arrows, or our friendly fairies. Good, arrows. And they seem to think that our general plan for killing our enemies is dishonorable. Hey. To do Artigue almost killed himself using that soul-sucking mirror to figure out what the F happened to Brithanny, who it turns out has managed to barely squeak by lying to her assassin cohort that, she really honestly, oh man, guys, she just didn't know that the Getalonga hired the Raptorana to murder us all. So she's just accidentally, they fucked off. My bad. What? Do you wish I'd known? To best of our knowledge, she's on her way to Trinsmyra after finding a boat with a bunch of assassins. So nothing to worry about there.
To be fair, I legit didn't know that the Getalonga had hired them.
Well, whether you knew or not, they're convinced you didn't, and that's the important part. Aside from that, we made it to Trinsmyra, decided if we were going to go F off into the woods for a while, we probably need to do some shopping for supplies. And then we recalled that we have trouble shopping in Tricorian towns since we're all wanted and they're advertising our faces at a reward. So since we realized
Was
if we
there a
don't
reward? I thought those cheap bastards wasn't putting a reward in our heads.
So far, you haven't seen much. I mean, you haven't seen the latest posters. There might be a reward now. Who knows?
Yeah, because the last time it was just like, do your citizen's duty or something like that. I'm like, why would anyone want to take on that danger?
We're talking about Paratornians here. They don't do anything if they can't earn a buck on it.
You're doing it for exposure?
Right.
It's an opportunity to promote your brand.
Right? As a bail bonds person, yes, there we have it.
Other than so since we couldn't actually do that or couldn't actually go shopping without getting jumped, we decided the correct answer was to go identify a Tricorian garrison off by itself and kill them and loot the garrison instead of shopping, since if you're going to get jumped, might as well be the one doing the jumping. Plus it's much cheaper.
And how?
All right, Nefria can have that fate die because I'm a swell guy.
Yay, me.
So you give it to Nefria. Nefria now has an extra fate die.
Yay.
Yay. You used a lot last time, but it was worth it to crush the Tricorian oppressors, right?
It was.
So are we burning the fortress now?
Oh, hold on. I have plans first.
Oh, you have plans.
All right.
Okay.
So before any crazy plan happens, Artigue finds a tent and some rations, and we're good.
Yeah, finding rations here is not going to be a problem at all. There's plenty of, because it's supposed to, feed a garrison.
Yep, just food and a tent and maybe warm, cold weather gear for whoever needs it. I don't know, get Bodonius a coat, and then plan shenanigans. Go.
All right. So, what sort of jails do they have here? Can I put all the guys we have paralyzed into a cell?
I guess. Let's see now. It's a paralysis for a scene, but so they're not going to be paralyzed anymore because it's going to be a new scene. But someone has knocked them out, I'm guessing.
Well,
Or tied them up or something.
Deidre
Or tied them up.
was happily torturing them when.
Or at least one of them, yeah.
And the
I
fairies
think
Look
are
it's
what's
safe to
happening.
say
We didn't
they're
have a chance to stop them.
subdued.
and the fairies are flying around their heads invisible, saying "fuck, fuck, 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 fuck."
Oh yes. Well, probably continuing to squabble over / eat the carrots.
With a lot of profanity to it.
Yeah.
Nefria, you've
I did
ruined
that.
those fairies.
You know, the
Also
occasional
worth it.
asshole in there, tossed in there too, because they know that one too.
The vulgar fairies. That's gonna be a tavern name.
Sounds
for
like
something.
that sounds like a tavern name.
Yes. Or
When
a
this is
band
all
name.
over.
You can
Sounds
make
like the kind of tavern Artigue would frequent, frankly.
Absolutely.
If not own.
Vulgar
Vulgar-
fairy.
When you're all done with this, Sir Artigue is going to open a tavern called the Vulgar Fairies. I like it.
Clinically for being successful.
The so-called dungeon here is absolutely not big enough to hold 20 people. I mean, you can squeeze them in. They're going to be wall to wall, packed like sardines.
Sounds like the dungeon can hold them then. Like, what's the problem here?
I guess they're all very. It's a dungeon built for like 5 people, with space between them.
That's
Be
all right. They're not
surprised.
going to be in there very long.
Good.
Okay.
No. I say we just kill 15 and leave the 5.
The more that's alive, the better.
For who? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, seeing if Bodonius is within earshot.
No. Bodonius is still back by the rock.
He's still back. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Having no
Bodonius
part of this.
is over here by the
Yeah.
rocks together with Eldrida. I'm pretty sure that Eldrida has like made camp by now. Like, put up some tents and your tent and whatnot to just chill and not be bothered
okay.
by whatever you're doing. I'm sure she doesn't agree, but necromancer's gonna necromance, so you know.
Do my good boys need to eat? Will they eat human flesh?
I hope not.
I mean, there's a whole garrison's worth of food here.
Let's eat what we
There
can
might be a
carry
whole wolf.
first.
There might be a
Deidre
whole
will
Wolfkin regiment full of food right here too.
Deidre will smile wickedly at the notion.
I think we established 2 years ago now that eating people was one of the signs that you were the bad guys.
I'm not eating people. The Wolfkin would be, and it may be part of their natural diet.
Whatever for, says Deidre. Why would that be evil? Maybe it's a sacred act. Ever
There's,
The
thought
cargo
about that?
machine.
there's a difference between eating, for instance, your dear dead grandfather out of respect and just like gnawing down on the citizenry.
They're not citizens. They're Tricorians.
These are our enemies, are they not?
It's internally inconsistent. You can't, like, cannibalism is a deep and cultural sign of respect, but we also eat our enemies because why waste the protein?
She just looks at you confused.
Seriously, go hunt a chicken. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
What? But it might be fun though. They might get scared if we do it. We let a couple of them live, and now the rumor of our cruelty will know no bounds, and everyone
No.
is shaking.
We're not letting any of them get out to tell people this happened.
Fuck.
No. I mean, no matter how
Why
we,
though?
address the issue, I agree with Sifanu. Ain't none of them getting home.
But why though? We need some propaganda, no?
No.
The
As a
remnants will
warning
be
to everyone
propaganda
else.
enough.
Well,
No. The story they tell themselves when they come upon this place in a week's time will be far worse than anything we let the living tell.
Plus, and again, Deidre, apologies, because this is something that predates you, of course, but we also have a no witnesses policy, generally speaking.
right. Well. But it's no fun though. She kind
Dead men tell no tales unless you bring a necromancer. I don't know.
That's right.
I'm sure that Diga the Longa has a necromancer somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Sifanu,
So,
can you necromance Ash?
I haven't tried. And normally at this point I just summon the ghost.
Fair.
All right, so as far as the soldiers go, I need them alive until nightfall. So
All right.
no
That could-
stabbing them just for fun.
Probably be arranged. So you're gonna stay here in the fort until nightfall then. That's the notion.
Yeah, and it seems like all 20 of them will be comfortable, as snug as a bug in a rug.
I don't know about comfortable, but snug, squished together. Yes.
Naked. I want them stripped of their arms and armaments.
This prompts a debate among the fairies as to which of them has the biggest asshole.
Ah,
Asshole.
grease up the last couple of Dracorians so we can shove them in easier, and, job's done.
Ew, I don't think the fairies want to go into the asshole.
No.
These are now
Probably go
flammable
off and make themselves
Dracorians.
Bodonius' problem.
Oh dear. So, okay, we speed ahead to the night then, which means that someone is going to have a chance to do a resting thing, right? Deidre, for example, because she was actually hurt in the skirmish. She will have Gistaki put some bandages on the place where the soldier slashed her.
Artigue is just going to post himself up by a doorway and take a cat nap.
Ah. Bedonius, Eldrida.
Bodonius is not entering that camp.
He
Fair.
disavows any and all knowledge of the events at the fortress.
Are you going to hang out with Eldrida in her little tent in the woods?
He will. Well, he's got his own tent, and if it becomes obvious that we're staying for some time, then he will set up a tent, and he will remain here until the champions are done championing.
I don't know that I like that tone.
The fairies probably at some point go off and find Artigue and inquire what they should do with the money that they took. AKA various round metal objects that are not money.
They've got like uniform buttons. And...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You should spend it at the first opportunity for maximum personal pleasure. Which is what I do with my money.
Is that part of being a knight?
Yeah, we'll call it a really modified vow of poverty. I just give money back so quickly once I get it. It's different than actually not having money. It's just a process of, handing it out as quickly as possible. So yeah, it's your knightly duty to get trashed. Good. It's good for the economies you protect.
What does getting trashed mean?
Cool.
So what's everybody else doing? Artigue has a really annoying conversation.
Actually, just to be clear, Mikhail, do the soldiers here, do they have beer, ale of some sort?
Oh yeah.
Wine,
Oh,
perhaps?
no.
Cool.
Wine
cool.
is more rare, but I feel like the captain.
Officers'
of this
quarters.
group-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Beer, ale, whatever we have, just you pour it into some big bowls. There are 4 fairies, so 4 big bowls. Go ahead and drink that, and that'll tell you about being trashed. Now let me go back to my nap.
They will swim in beer.
Don't,
literally.
Just remember, after you drink that, you're not allowed to drive a horse cart for 4 hours.
What will the fairies do with this stuff?
The backstroke.
It's a different type of swimming than the fairies are used to. They, it's not like the river at all. Like, they couldn't swim too much in the river, though. But there were streams and small pools and puddles in the forest that they could swim in. And the streams definitely had a current. I guess there are some pools in the forest that are about thick because algae and stuff that's growing in the pools. So maybe it reminds them of that. But there's more foam here, definitely.
I imagine it's very confusing as to how this constitutes getting trashed, but maybe that's just like what humans call swimming.
Maybe.
Presumably, at least one of them notes that the human ponds are delicious.
Probably, yes. That has to be the case. And then they get trashed.
Yeah.
Garagormgald will, as stoically silent as it always has been, do what a soldier does when there is a lull in the fighting. He will go over all his weapons and make sure that they are well maintained, sharpen the sword, look over his arrows, check the bowstring. It got a little bit wet, it has to be dried up, unstring the bow for this purpose, and so on. You have yourselves your own soldier. Isn't that nice, Sir Artigue and the rest? It's really Sifanu, though, because he was the one who cast the spell, too. Or who was it, Sir Artigue?
That was Artigue.
No, that was Artigue.
That was Artigue. So Artigue
We've got a
has
whole
his own
big
soldier.
argument about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Artigue has a soldier that he wants nothing to do with ordering around. It's a good relationship so far.
Guess it works. Garagormgald is one of those soldiers who just kind of looks at you, Sir Artigue. Yeah, I mean, you can recognize the 1,000-yard stare in a soldier who's seen things on the battlefield. But he'll just give you the nod, and as long as you're not giving him any orders, he just does routine soldiery things.
It's refreshing to know he won't be horrified by what's about to happen. I don't even know what's about to happen, but
Something horrific, presumably.
Rest
Something
assured,
horrific,
there will be
presumably.
horror.
Yeah. Let's see now. It is, of course,
Like death and taxes in this universe.
still spring. Do I have the right... The GM is asking himself. Ah! Okay. I don't have the right. You don't even know what that means. It's gonna be... I don't remember. Okay, whatever. It's spring season, isn't it? So I need to have... That's the one.
where it will rain exactly like every other season.
Yep. Oh,
Except
just about.
Except there's less chance of snow, I suppose.
Yes. Things I forget about when I do setups to things. Yeah, we need it in...
Sounds like Vancouver seasons. Rain and construction.
Yes, yes. Those are seasons. And that was... Ah, yes. There. Okay. Save. Ha! I did a thing! Sorry about that.
We're very proud of you.
Thank you. Sunset will come at around 6:30 because that's the season. Maybe a little bit earlier because we're still far north. But yeah, what are you gonna do now that the sun is coming down?
I'm going to wait until I have a clear view of the moon, but while I'm still waiting on that, I'm going to rummage the officers' quarters.
Clear
and
view
find
of the
a
moon.
hand-
I have bad news for you, sir. As the sun is coming down, it's a balming hot, and actually, it feels a bit freezing for you guys now because you've been so used to southern latitudes. It is steaming hot 5 degrees centigrade, which translates into 41 degrees Fahrenheit for those of south of the border. And it is mostly cloudy with moderate rain, because you are in Trinsmyra in the spring.
Oh, damn it.
So no
Mostly
moon tonight.
cloudy. Huh.
Oh, so mad.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I guess proceed as planned. And I'm going to find a mirror, a hand mirror from the officers' quarters.
Yeah, that shouldn't be any problems.
I'm going to put it in the middle of the courtyard. And I'm going to start drawing elaborate runes around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to have the assistance of our good boys
Yes.
to drag the soldiers out of the prison and then ritually sacrifice every one of them.
Oh my god! Human sacrifice of how many people?
You said 20?
Uh,
They were going to die anyway, so I figured I would use their natural resource, aka their blood.
That's amazing, Sifanu.
What a conservationist.
God. I will happily give you my good boys for that task. Amazing.
okay then. Never said the necromancer is not necromancy-ing.
Yeah, I can do other things.
Yeah, exactly. I need some runes here. You're doing runes. Why isn't it giving me runes? How about symbols? No? Okay. I'm not
Symbolism.
right. Circle? No. Okay. I give up. You draw things in on the ground, and that's disconcerting. They're gonna be dragged up one by one, I guess, and then bad things will happen.
Yes.
This is gonna be
yes, they will.
terrifyingly powerful spell of anti-creationism, won't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what it translates. If it's one is the same as 5 or what, I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, I figure we're gonna have to do something with these soldiers anyway.
I guess. Oh, I have a good one. How about that one? Is that the sign we're making here? No, it doesn't show up because I chose the wrong... That's what we want. And... something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
How do we feel about this, Bodonius? Oh, right, you're still not there. For obvious reasons.
Bodonius is still like, la 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 la.
There will be a lot of blood
What's
splatter
taking
here,
so
I can
long?
tell you, as one by one they're going to meet their doom. I feel like we need. Yes, here we go.
Well, from what I understand, Sifanu is a professional.
Right?
Right.
Must
Anything
be the
for
case.
for a free Trinsmyra.
So each human moon worship. Difficulty increases by 1 if the ritual takes place indoors or if clouds hide the light of the moon. So +1 difficulty. If the sacrifice is a human, you get a bonus die. So you don't actually get 20 bonus die for 20 people. But you can do 20 rituals. If you're prepared to do that for, 20 scenes, it's gonna take a while.
And potentially 20 fate dice to do so, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, well, let's do it. I was hoping I'd get at least a bonus die from the mass, but oh well.
I mean, I
So
still
that's
say
giving
kill
me-
them all.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
And clearly, if we wipe out like a, some entire ethnic or cultural group, then maybe 2 dice.
I will. I mean, okay, since you're gonna do it with 20 people, I'll give you a bonus die for that too. Mass sacrifice. It seems reasonable, doesn't it? So 2 dice for killing people. Hi guys, I'm the happy game master of this group who are doing things that are not so heroic necessarily, and yeah.
So that's only 5 dice then, isn't it?
What do we want to do with this ritual?
Don't you have helpers?
You do. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants to get involved with this?
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Artigue would love to ritually assist Sifanu.
So is that a bonus die?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that gives me 6.
And you haven't spent, or you have to spend at least one of your own fate die, which should add to the pool as well. Because your base. Oh no, is this water
My
based?
base is only 2, yeah, because it's water based.
Oh, sorry.
3 with my fate dice, 2 for the sacrifice, 1 for use. That's only 6.
Deidre wants
So
to help
hopefully-
out if she's allowed to, because this is fun.
I will let her. Okay, 7. Okay, I'm feeling better about
Fun
this
is
now.
fun.
She seems like she seems like she would be really good at helping sacrifice people.
Yes, she is. She's like, this is one of my favorite things.
Surprised you never learned moon magic.
Can't we?
Alright,
Where?
7 dice.
What is the spell we're trying to do here?
This is a scrying spell. I want to infuse this mirror with scrying magic, so that we can keep an eye on where poor Lady Brithanny is, or in case she gets in trouble.
Oh my god. But then you're gonna be limited by the ocean again.
No,
Oh, but you've done scrying up to, yes, that's
no,
that's
it
fair.
says scry anywhere.
Anywhere. That's fair. I almost forgot about the whole. So yeah, it's far away. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be like 4 successes to keep track of her, or 3 successes at least to keep track of her. But you have enough of that. You have
I have 5 successes.
5 successes, and one of them is a 6, so you don't even lose any exhaustion or what have you.
Scary man.
Yeah, and let's put out some
Yay.
appropriate decoration here.
Ooh, do you have a pre-logged graphic for ritual sacrifice?
No, I have a pre-logged graphics for blood splatter. I'm just gonna remove all these guys here, and we can just put some dead bodies down. How about that?
Hooray! Let the bodies hit the floor.
Mm.
Just it's raining men from the opposite perspective.
Yeah, and they're kind of, yeah.
This
Are you
is art.
sure? Are you? Someone in this group, someone among the Wolfkin will sooner or later ask, "Are we the baddies?"
No, we don't have little skulls on us.
Okay then.
Definitely not the baddies. Just pay no attention to Sifanu's background there.
These they're made of stone. They're not real.
They're art.
Like, pay no attention to the skulls around us.
There we go. Dead bodies. How about that? Maybe not the right kind of dead bodies, but that's okay. I mean,
Good.
after the
It'll
fire,
work.
they will look like that anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, and then once that is said and done, I'm going to hand the mirror over
That's
to
better.
Artigue.
More bloody. There we have it. Right?
That's
It's
better and
beautiful.
more bloody.
We wanted more bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood everywhere. So, you will be able to reach out with this spell and see exactly where Lady Brithanny is right now, together with all the others in her retinue, which happens to be a whole group of people. How many are they again?
I don't remember what you said. Was it 7.
I'm gonna have to have a sneak peek on my little cheat map where I have all the data. And it was you don't really know, Sifanu. It's at least half a dozen, probably more. And right now it's like a day after, so they are trekking through Tokma Forest, clearly.
I mean, since it's night, we're probably making camp, or have made camp.
Yes, you've just made camp in Tokma Forest. So that's where you are at.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give that mirror to Artigue. Like, if you're ever worried about her safety, you could just take a look for yourself.
Sifanu, you're the best. I particularly appreciate that this one doesn't drain my soul.
I would never give you a mirror that drains your soul without telling you.
So this is a mirror that has the carvings on it, right? The symbolistic carvings on it, so that when you look at it, you will see her.
Yes.
That makes sense.
We love our enchanted mirrors in this group, apparently.
No lack of mirror. Well, he stole one from the officer's mess.
Well, because we have this one, we have the demon mirror, we have the other one that lets me see the back of my head.
Yes.
Yep.
Mirrors are a
magic
thing.
mirrors.
We're working on it for you. Next one's gonna have riddles.
Yeah, I mean, Deidre will just keep sacrificing people and just generally bathing in blood and frolicking and dancing around them with a wicked grin, looking at them as they look at you in terror and draw out the spectacle for as long as possible while they have absolute panic attacks about, death anxiety before they die slowly at her hand.
See, it's a shame because Artigue would normally actually care about that, but right now he's really just gonna hug Sifanu and then go stare into a mirror for a while. And really, fuck all, who cares what happens to those guys?
Nefria, is she appreciating what Deidre is doing?
Appreciate is probably too strong a word. I am tolerating the spectacle because it's Strakorian.
Okay.
Like,
So if she ever does that to one of yours, you will string her and quarter her and all that stuff.
yes, there are limits.
There are limits.
You can't do it to actual people.
Right.
Like,
Oh dear.
See, we're capable of being moral.
It's just easier to choose not to.
like,
If anyone was
Right.
curious, if this had been a D&D campaign, these guys would all be either lawful or chaotic evil. Just putting that out there.
oh God.
Deidre, of course, being absolutely chaotic evil, because look at what she's doing. Gisaki is standing away somewhere and just, guarding the place, because you never know. Surprisingly, none of the villagers have come up to look at what's going on at the fort.
Is that surprising?
No, it's not surprising at all. Maybe they have
I'm gonna look at Deidre dancing into this horrific nonsense and think to myself, okay, all right, yeah, I'm back on track. I'm going to kill her one of these days.
What? Why though?
Are you asking out of character?
Not really.
Yeah.
I thought Sifanu liked murder and mayhem. No, he doesn't. It's just for science.
For science.
She just seems to enjoy it for its own sake.
Mm-hmm.
There are rules.
There are rules.
That's right. There are rules. There are unwritten rules, and she is flaunting them all over.
Yes.
So clearly we are all lawful evil.
Sifanu is lawful evil. This chaotic stuff we just can't abide.
Like,
There's a very delicate interlaid web of lines we won't individually cross that form together to create what I'd like to call the lowest common moral denominator.
Oh, gods. You know, it's a good thing some Inquisitors aren't here to see this.
No.
And you only use a single fate die, so the impact of the magic will not be felt across the entire continent. It will be very local and dissipate within, hours.
Another strong argument for mass ritual sacrifice.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You will know, because I'm sure, no, Sir Artigue will not know, but Sifanu and Deidre will know, because the Cargomission Moon Priests will do this kind of thing on a regular, and that's what the whole ceremonies at the King's Cliff are all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened at the... Sir Artigue was at the cliff. Or was that was Sifanu.
There was witch sex.
Sifanu was
and there was
at the
some
cliff.
naked dancing under blood rain. It was great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speak about the cliff. That's what we do here.
We don't talk about the mountain.
No, we don't talk about the mountain. After having conducted this grisly business, how long are you planning to stay here?
Amidst the rotting corpses of the sacrificed, God willing, not long.
Right, I'm assuming we're going to burn it in the morning.
Gormgeld will slowly walk up to you, and once the ritual is done, he's starting to look a bit, restless at this point, as the ritual is completed. Masters, sir, my lord. He's looking at Sir Artigue first of all. My lord.
Wow.
Do you have a moment?
No, we discussed this. I'm really not anybody's lord. What can I do for you?
Are you my lord, sir? Well, I do have a question for you, my lord, if it's not out of turn to ask.
Nope, not out of turn at all, because I'm nobody's lord. Go ahead.
Well, see, my lord, we've been here now, camped for many an hour, and you've done your business here. Be it from me to question the workings of the learned, and points over to Sifanu and Deidre and the whole mess in front of him. But you see, there might be a case for us moving out kind of swiftly now, see, because I'm sure someone in the village will have noticed what's going on up here. And it's not terribly far from Vumbra, so if reinforcements would come, I expect them to be here any second now. I mean, I'm fine with keeping up the fighting and all that. That's not a problem. I just figured that we might end up being slightly, what you say, outnumbered.
I've never been outnumbered my whole life, no matter how many of them there were. That said, I really have no intention of getting stuck here killing a bunch of waves of Dracorians as they come at us. No matter how much fun that might be.
It's a sturdy fort they've built here, no doubt. But there's a limit to that too, seeing as we have a limited garrison. It's supposed to be garrisoned by at least 40 bodies, after all. And we cut all those down, didn't we? So now we have about 15. I don't think that it's quite enough the military force here to defend it for terribly long. And if they are determined and bring things like siege equipment and such like, then it's not going to last long, is it?
No, of course not. But fortunately, there shouldn't be any siege equipment in their initial response. One wouldn't normally imagine. That said, we're going to, as far as I understood, the plan was to burn this place down and move out once the magic was done, and then I was done looking at my lady in the mirror. So, Sifanu, are we wrapped up?
Yep, we're good.
Cool. Nefria, you good here?
Yeah, no, we are well stocked. Had my good boys pack up some of the larder,
Oh yeah,
ready to
they
go.
packed everything. Their backpacks are just absolutely
Whatever wasn't
bulky.
nailed down, I wanted to take, because the rest of it's going up in ashes.
Basically, I mean, they don't really know what. I mean, aside from food provisions and arrows, and they don't need swords or whatnot. they have their armor. So, yeah.
Two drunk fairies crash into each other amidst a hail of profanity.
Yay!
Yeah, the
Coincidental.
fairies would, wouldn't they?
So yeah, on that note, we can, set the four corners of the garrison plus the bunkhouse plus the mess hall on fire, and leave, as far as I'm concerned. Go pick
Very
up
well,
Bodonius and Eldrita and get on to this white eye bit.
Very well then. Fire it is.
Turns out we were all wrong about what that fiery scene on the cover that Mikhail posted was going to be.
Including me. Yep. I mean, sooner or later, someone is going to burn something, right? We could all agree
Again.
with that, right?
Yep. It was just a matter of time.
Sifanu, are you? Do we need to mess up this magical symbol or something before we leave?
Nah, leave it. Like I said,
Alright, cool.
let them come up with their own stories about what atrocities happened here.
Fair. You didn't write Brithanny's name anywhere there, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
If it was written anywhere, it'd be on the mirror itself. So.
Fair.
Is
Which
Nefria the only one who's capable of lighting a fire at the moment? Is that still a thing? I guess not, because they took back over Kark.
Yeah. It was actually never a thing in Kark.
Fair.
Lemurs never had the power in Kark to make it so that only women make fire.
Oh.
Trinsmyra women.
Yeah. Go to Himbergond, though, and Nefria can light a fire. The rest of us are screwed.
Fires. There are now
Okay.
fires, too.
All right.
Somewhere.
So we roll out.
Yeah, towards the Wolvenwood.
Oh my god. Just like that.
Just like that.
With fires behind you.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
You just walk. Oh, is this a cool walk with the
Very slowly.
the slow
We
cool walk
swagger.
with the not heroes, the adventurers walking away from fires behind you?
We're
Yeah,
not the heroes,
I
we're the
can see that.
protagonists.
We stop for a moment in satisfied poses to give you a shot for the poster, and
That's right. Posing for that selfie.
The nice one with all four of us walking in a straight line towards something. Yep.
That one, yes. Okay, so up towards the Wolferweld. Yeah. I believe that as you leave, you might just see a troop of Tracorian soldiers coming towards the fort. It's gonna be a patrol, so it's not that many. It's like 8 or so. You want to kill them too?
oh god, we kind of have to kill those too, right?
Fuck.
I think we did what we initially needed to do, so I think we could let them shit their pants and then make up whatever story they want.
I suppose. How long's the place been burning?
It just started.
We might have to kill them just so they don't put out the fire.
Sir Artigue wants to kill more people. Are you gonna get
I'm-
stuck in a cycle of killing people and killing people and killing people?
Oh, God.
As long as they only send them 8 at a time, maybe.
These guys are on horses, though.
So you're saying we could get horses?
Ooh, we do need horses.
I was thinking that's
That
a better odds of one of them
Wasn't
getting away.
what I was technically saying, but technically it's not.
No, hold on, but
incorrect.
there are 6.
What
Hold
kind of
on, there
armor?
are 4 of us. then-
Same
Oh
chainmail
no, we
as
have too many
always?
good boys.
I need to get the good boys like some armor piercing points.
Well, I mean, the saddlebags would be helpful for carrying all the stuff you just stole.
I guess.
Barry's make an excellent point. I don't know. 8 horses does not actually change our life. It doesn't mount enough of the party, but I will say if we killed these 8 and then another 8 with horses, we'd have them.
Oh my god.
No. If you want to let them, if you want to leave them be, that's fine too. Because I'd really, like to get to the place we're going.
Yeah, let's just sneak off into the night.
And
And
feel
if
very
nothing else, it should
satisfied
distract
about
them for days.
your work, your night's work.
Worst part is I didn't even get to sign it, so they won't know it was me.
Sifanu, they're going to blame us for it anyway. Don't worry about it.
That's fair.
I feel for you, Sifanu. I really don't.
So, Bodonius, nice and rested?
If they have a spellcaster with them, they could probably figure it out. So.
Right? Oh my god. Anyhow, it's now night time. It is. I mean, you're gonna hear the shouting basically as you're leaving the garrison behind and heading towards the open fields. You're gonna hear the shouting. You're gonna hear the bugles go up. Someone is probably lighting a signal fire on top of everything else. Not that it's really necessary, because you know the entire
Already
fort
a
right
fire.
now is a signal fire.
More flame will only help.
Yes, it will. So you are marching your way up north towards the Weld, as it were.
I'd like to be doing what we can to cover our tracks.
Eldrida would have to help with that, because she is your pathfinder. Though she can get some help from the good boys.
All right, let's get some help from the good boys. I mean, I can't yell at the mud, so.
This is true.
could
She
curse it
will.
into
Your life
obedience.
choices you can make it feel bad about.
I mean, given that you have 8 good boys with you, I'm just gonna spend one of her fate dice doing this, and it's done. Because there's so many of them, and this is what they do. They are extremely good trackers and travelers in the wild. So eliminating tracks from it would take another bunch of good boys to follow you. Regular Tracorian soldiers are just not gonna cut it.
Nice.
Haha, they suck.
Of course, this is Trinsmyra, so they might just have access to a group of mercenary good boys that could help them.
I think you mean bad boys?
Okay, mercenary bad boys that could help them.
Well, anytime they'd like to send us more Nefria's Reavers, we will totally accept.
Right, like it would have to be a heck of a Wolfkin mercenary group to send them towards the Wolvenwood.
Right.
I don't know that the Tracorians would discriminate at that point, you know?
Fair point. So we are going to skulk into the forests, aren't we? Of the Wolverweld. By the time let's see now what kind of distance we have here. It's not very far to go, so you'll be able to get yourself up there within 3 hours or so, which makes it almost midnight. Some of you had good rest, so you're fine. You don't have to go to sleep right now. Are we pressing on into the forest? Is that what we're saying?
Are we not in the forest yet?
This is when you get to the actual edge of the forest.
Is anyone going to be exhausted if we keep going?
Feel
Not
like
yet,
the very
no.
drunk fairies bed down on the top of someone's backpack.
Yeah,
We can
okay,
carry
the fairies are they were got yes, but they can be sleeping in a backpack, so that's not a problem. Everyone else is fine. Deidre is feeling positively energized by all this.
It's just bouncy.
You know what I did? I grabbed a vial of blood from one of those people, well, several of them really, so I can make a tattoo, a very special tattoo later on. She's smiling wickedly.
However you want to commiserate the moment.
One has to savor it.
Back into the story of your life. Which arm is that on now?
What was that?
adding it to the story of your life. And which bar will that be on now?
I think I would put it. I might just put it on my forehead. You know, prominent
Must have been
spot.
a very special moment for you.
It is a special moment, isn't it? Though. Don't you agree?
Internally, I'm just sort of shrugging, going, whatever. That's Tuesday.
This ain't even our first human sacrifice.
I haven't had this much fun with this type of thing since last time I was at Bector. Been a while, good long while. It reminds me of home, this did, really. You're so kind and considerate to a princess, she says, and strokes your cheek, Sifanu.
I showed nothing in return.
Oh my. I say we at least breach the Wolvenwood. I mean, what could go wrong showing up unannounced and
Your good boys could howl if you want them to.
Oh.
I think the good boys think we need to announce ourselves in some fashion.
Yeah, we're on their turf now. They'll tell us what to do.
I presume the good boys know the rules for, as Sifanu pointed out, their homeland.
I mean, the good boys will start howling and such like.
I say we let them announce us. They have friends.
And once they started howling, I was cool with it. Again, I really don't know how this is supposed to work, so who am I to argue with the Wolfkin?
The Wolfkin will definitely start howling upon entering the woods. Yes, to announce their presence, because that makes sense, right? I need some proper howling things here, right?
Ow.
Yes, just that.
Excellent. Well done.
Job's done.
That was great. That was great. I think I can actually add that. Some nice little howls. You guys and your horrifyingness.
Well, we're all done being horrifying for the moment. Now we're just off on the quest.
A divine one.
We're on a mission from God.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Tonight we're wearing sunglasses.
Who is wearing sunglasses? But do you have you don't even have a wagon that you need to have or smokes? Not that. Yeah, I don't know. You smoke.
Actually, Eldrida's got,
Yeah.
Eldrida's got
Yes, she
smokes.
does.
Half a packet of Sinkakla.
We should have stolen a paddy wagon from the encampment, the fort.
Clearly.
This is our cop car.
repaint the side.
Yep. You will enter the forest. It's gonna take a little while, I'm gonna say, before you actually get intercepted by the Wolfkin. But the fact that you were howling, that you have your Wolfkin howling, I mean, that just attracts them right away. And it won't be long until you hear answering howls. And soon enough, the forest around you is moving. There's going to be a bunch of them out there.
I brace myself for the grand sniffing.
Yeah.
From whoever's backpack.
It's about 10 or so. They're dressed mostly in pelts and very roughly stitched garments. Some of them have axes, daggers, simple short swords. Most of them have bows. And there will be some howling between them, and the good boys and these Wolfkin will start the ritual of greeting.
Gonna let Nefria front this.
Wolfkin in front of you will make itself really big and furry with ears and tail pointing straight upwards, while the one of your good boys is moving in with ears led back, the fur is completely flat, the tail is waving discreetly without meeting the gaze. And they sniff each other's behinds, of course. Takes a little while of all this, as 5 of them are doing this together with your good boys. Eventually, when their greetings are done, the chief, I guess, of the Wolfkin group that came to intercept you is looking towards your group, and they're speaking some kind of human wolf pigeon type of language, until the leading wolf will step up. Oh, I need to make a name generator quickly so I know what this guy is named. I don't know. Me, Renulf. Who are all of you? Why you here, humans? You furless ones?
Oh god. Nefria will step
forward. Says you here for Rauga.
Yes, we're on a mission. I'm Nefria. These are my friends. We're known as the Champions. And yes, we're here to see the Oracle. And we're hoping just to kind of pass through, peacefully on our way, say hi, do some sniffing, all of that good stuff.
They will look towards one of the tree trunks and go out and go over to it and take a leak on it. And several of them will do this. Invite you to take a proper sniff.
So yeah, sure. I go in. I take a nice deep sniff. I ask Haka, do I pee as well, or am I just sniffing?
Okay, Haka absolutely nods. Yes.
I pee.
Yes.
Okay. Nefria will drop trow and do a little squatsy. No leg lifting. But Nefria will squat and have a piddle.
They're quite used to women leaders here. I mean, both Auja and Rauga are women leaders, so that's not strange to them. They are moving up there to the spot, sniffing properly. Very good.
We've been bivouacking for a while.
Yeah. They are.
Smells like Sifanu.
Haka will be able to inform you, has been able to inform you even before you come to this place, of the proper conduct if you want to show yourself submissive and respectful. Never meet their eyes, no eye-to-eye contact, of course, that's a challenge. Never show their teeth, so don't smile at them with bare teeth, that's threatening. So if you want to, speak like that, that's okay. And if you want to be very, very polite and very courteous, you can crawl in front of them and then flop on to back with your neck exposed, with your throat exposed.
Oh my god. A
Yeah.
puppy cuddle pile.
Yes.
Nefria is down. Nefria will indeed present herself thusly. Like,
To go to human word court of leader points to all your weapons. No weapons. Also, I like bind your eyes. Furless with weapons not allowed.
what's his name?
Oh, the leader here, his name is Renulf.
Renulf?
Renulf.
Renulf, I assure you, and I gesture towards Artigue, this individual is not furless.
Has no snout.
But he has fur.
No, that's no fur. This is fur.
Well, you have fleas, he's got fleas. It's all fur. We are indeed furry.
We will... no. Things bad. No weapons allowed.
No weapons allowed?
No. We take weapons. When you leave, you get back. You can put over there.
We could have the bootmaster hold on to all our stuff.
Yeah, that would require him to stay here, of course.
Well, Nefria, you're gonna need to convince them that these aren't weapons.
I know.
That's...
It's almost easier on Huxa because they had complicated rules. These guys are just like, no.
No.
Yep.
What? No.
No.
What? No.
God damn it. Oh, the simplicity of it.
You peoning to establish dominance.
Well,
Only weaponless can meet. Queen.
but what if they're not weapons? We're surely a troop of performers. Everywhere we go, we leave fascinated and stunned audiences in our wake to bear witness to our doings.
we
These aren't weapons. They're part of our performance art.
They're tools.
They're tools of our trade. Oh God.
They are not actually weapons. That's what we're going with.
They're tools of our trade. We're performance artists.
I need to find my
Point at
Wolfkin.
Kostaki. Quick, bend a metal bar.
Because if you're telling him to do that, he will do that.
Yeah, quick, bend a metal bar and act really impressive in pose. You know what you're good at.
Where are they? Ah. The hell is sack? What page are they on? Nerf.
Be a
No,
lot
just
cooler if
there we
Elfrida had
have-
picked up
okay,
one of the
I finally
Mummers
found it.
posters.
Wolfkin.
It's
Oh,
hilarious
yeah.
because we fully did pose as a
Their water is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. But they're at
That's
home
what
and they're,
I like
you
to
know, so I'm gonna give them bonuses for that,
There.
for sure. So let's roll some dice to modify this in some fashion. good question exactly how. But you do have your 3 water, and you have your 2 machinators, so you could put into a massive 2 fate dice into this out of the 3 you have currently.
I will give her 1.
You already did. Oh, you have
I can
another.
give her up to
You're
3.
right. Yes, this is right. So
That's
now at
66.
7. So now she has 4. And she spends 2 or what?
Yeah, we're maxing that out. I
Yeah.
have-
So
That's
that would be
6?
5d6 in total. They have 1 water, but they're a big group. And this is home turf. So I'm gonna give them, and they have very strict orders, so I'm gonna give them 4. Are you ready to roll?
yeah.
I want to do a quick assist with her thing and like pull out this little
Oh.
tagger that talks.
Holy shit. Are they weeping on the ground?
It's so beautiful.
It is kind of beautiful, isn't it?
The
It's,
logic. It is flawless.
you
They are the chosen ones.
you are the yeah, you break them.
God damn it. We're the chosen ones.
Okay, so how did they compromise on this now?
The simple denial they're not weapons at all. Like,
A hammer
just-
is not a weapon. Okay,
It's a
a hammer
tool.
is not a weapon. It's a tool. Fine. A hammer is a tool.
It's for starting fires.
I further sell this by pulling out the dagger of the old man who talks. It's like, this is not actually a dagger. This is an informative tool. I put it away.
My teeth. What? Are you putting it out of the sheet?
Yeah, just so we can say a few words before I put it back.
What's it?
See? It's art. Little fairies with their little tiny bows and arrows. See? All they do is say fucking asshole. They're not at all dangerous. It's just for show.
One of them probably vomits.
Yes, they would, wouldn't they? Because
We've taught them swears and addiction. This is good. This is substance abuse. This is fine. Like,
Next stop, fairy orgies.
oh God.
this is just getting worse and worse. I mean, better and better. Better and better.
Like,
That's what I
yay.
mean.
I don't know. The swords can just be like complicated farming equipment.
Well, they're not
who has
concerned about
swords,
the
though?
furred, or I'm sorry, Nefria's Reavers. They're furred, so they're allowed to.
Yeah,
have
no,
one.
the Nefria's Reavers,
Ah.
Reavers can keep their swords because they have they're
They have
Wolfkin.
snouts.
They're fine. Galagormgeld has an axe and a bow. He can give his bow to one of the Reavers. That's fine with him,
Well, I mean, the
and-
axe is
and-
clearly for wood.
right? So I guess
He does lumberjacking tricks.
you have an evil sword, don't you? Like the black sword still?
Someone does.
Artigue is carrying around the black sword, thoroughly swaddled in canvas.
Okay,
yes.
so it is not in fact visible and ready to use.
No,
That
no,
element.
because if it's
That's
visible,
not
that
supposed to touch anything.
Fair point. Fair point. So the only thing
When the light
Artigue
hits that,
actually
it
has out is
burns.
a really big hammer
that's used for starting fires.
that's used for starting fires. I guess they will buy that because you are so ridiculously convincing.
Good. Can't believe that worked.
Well, when you roll like that, it does, doesn't it?
Anything works when you roll like that.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh my god.
You will have to wait a little bit for their reinforcements to arrive. You are not going to outnumber these guys when you start being, escorted into the woods. They take this stuff seriously, clearly. How Haha will have told you as well that if you want to show that you are non-threatening, you're an equal to them and you're not threatening, you show that by ignoring someone else's threat with a slight growl.
If threatened, growl.
Yeah, just
Noted.
No, you don't look at them. You just kind of growl a bit and walk away.
Mm.
Well, you will be taken into the forest eventually, deep into it. It's gonna take a while because it's not like the court is right next to the forest edge. In fact, I think they're gonna make camp and let you all sleep for a while, you know, when you've walked for about an hour into the forest. Makes sense to me. They're not gonna walk all the way this night. And then comes a new day upon which you will walk. And you know what? It's nice. Well, you could have used this weather yesterday. It has stopped raining now. Isn't it nice? And it's just
Where are we?
less cloudy now. And it's just about freezing. So everybody, as you're breathing, puffs of smoke will emanate from your mouths as you make it steadier and deeper into the Wolverweld.
In the morning, Artigue pulls out the fancy new mirror, checks on Brithanny, make sure she's still alive.
She is still alive, and you know what you can see? They are apparently, laughing at her.
Artigue growls and looks away.
So the people in the mirror are laughing at her. Yeah, in the vision.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. And he growls the other way. She can't see him.
Yeah. If they could see back through the mirror, this would not work.
No. Not at all. Yeah, you're gonna be marching for basically the whole day through the woods. You will be happy to hear, warm up a little bit during the afternoon from near freezing to all of, the same temperature as yesterday, 40 just about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so 5 or 6 degrees centigrade. Isn't it nice and balmy here in Trinsmyra today? I'm sure the weatherman reporting from Trinsmyra will talk about all the rain coming down from the mountains and so on. Anyway, not rainy today. You will, in fact, come to a village that is quite large, made out of wood, log houses. Fires are burning here and there. There are wolfkin everywhere of every size and age. They will look at you suspiciously, of course, but since you are escorted by this big troop of wolfkin, everything is fine. I'm sure it's going to turn out nicely.
Smooth sailing.
Yep. There must be hundreds of them here. Like, this is like the whole community. There is no way that you could take on all of these wolfkin if anything goes south. That's just...
Don't say things like that. At least 3 of us think that is a challenge.
Didn't I? Hi, Bodonius. I'm sure they're gonna do nothing bad. What is Bodonius thinking about the adventures and doing shenanigans right now?
They probably don't want to know.
Oh boy.
It's like, this is Bodonius' half of this adventure.
This is gonna go in my report, and they're not gonna be happy.
Unfortunately,
be
there's nobody
reporting
to
too.
read it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Bad guys killed off the rest of you, or, anyone of authority that we know of. And then the To Get Along hired them.
Exactly. And then it just got better and better from there on out.
Is there as we wander into town by chance, do we happen to see a Wolfkin cemetery anywhere?
I'm sure there is something of the sort. They would take care of their dead in their own manner. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like burials or fires or air burials. Where you just leave them on platforms for the birds to pick and clean, something like that.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we know where we can find some corpses if necessary. That's all.
Yeah.
Where the
Very
backup army is
interesting.
located.
Okay.
Where the backup army is located. Sifanu just.
Like, are those the dead, or are those our reinforcements?
Good question.
Why
You are
can't both things
apparently
be
not
true?
the only strangers here. On the side of the village, there is like a lean-to or like an open, no walls, sort of roof set up with a small camp of Trinsmyra hunters, I guess. They have hunter's clothes, equipment. There's a Wolfkin taking care of them as well. But you are led past them and towards an actual log house. There's a pillar just by the door. And you are asked to urinate on it, of course.
Done.
All of you,
Happily-
of course. All of
Happily drop trow.
you. All of
Come on now.
Alright. It's
Gather
tradition.
round,
you.
friends.
It's tradition. Yep.
Odd piece comes off.
That's and the fairies tinkle a bit too, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah,
They
nursing
very-
very sore heads this morning, I'm sure.
And Wolf standing there sniffs on each and every little stain and announces all of you as strangers, stranger with, and then a descriptive for each of you. So, stranger with no hair is for Bodonius. Stranger with black hair, curly, is for Eldrida. Stranger with steely eyes is for Sir Artigue. Stranger with strange, man stranger with strange drawings in face. That's gonna be Sifanu, clearly.
Yeah.
Stranger with juniper needle hair. Big strong stranger with chain shirt. A woman stranger with drawings on arms. How might we describe Nefria here? Stranger. Is there any distinguishing mark for her at all?
Nope. Like, blends in.
Brown-haired she stranger.
I'll take it.
At the back end of this log house, I mean, you're not gonna get so close that you're within reach or anything. But there is someone at the back end of this log house that is very probably a leader, you would think. looking like this.
Oh, good boy.
She, I need to jump back and forth there for a moment in my notes, because I have notes, you see. My cheaty notes. Notesy notes? There we have it. No.
Give you a milk bone if you give me your paw.
Right? Woof. Really? I scrolled past it? Okay, there we have it. So, she is large and getting on in terms of age. It's hard for you furless people to know, how old is a wolfkin by just looking at them. They don't have wrinkles like us. But there's some gray in her fur. Maybe that's an indication. Or maybe it's just her natural fur color. Particularly around her nose. The nozzle, yeah. Some gray there. But she's large. Easily as large as Sir Artigue or Gistaki. And her right ear has been slashed open a bit a long time ago. Probably a war wound of some kind. And the herald, I guess, the spokesperson for the court, that wolf is bowing before her, showing submission, letting her, willing to lick the corner of her mouth, as he should. And then he says, the strangers, and looks towards all of you and says, strangers, you are before Auya.
Greetings, Auya. I approach respectfully, but with a sense of equality on this. We are the champions, and we're supposed to meet with Rauga.
It was Rauga?
Rauga, thank you. Rauga, yeah. We are destined to meet with Rauga and seek your assistance.
Many champions. She's growling in something. It's a language you don't understand. But the wolf standing beside is saying, "Many champions have come. Well, Rauga saw that would happen. This is why you have been allowed into the woods. Only champions are allowed. Yes." Bad things have happened. Bad things.
Such as? To the other champions?
No.
Or to you guys?
A great crime has happened.
Uh-oh.
Somebody stole someone else's doggy bone.
Like, what crime?
Rauga was taken.
Should have come here first.
By whom?
Furless ones. The hunters come from Gattve's rock. When she says this, it occurs to you that you can hear a lot of construction work going on, like axes and hammers outside.
What? That's terrible. We would love to try to help get her back. She's important, obviously. What are you guys building out there?
We build a fleet floaty things to sit on. Trees
Guys-
in water.
So you can sail to Gattve's Rock to get Rauga back?
Yes.
Do you guys know how to build boats?
We build. We know. We watch furless ones build.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. We would happily accompany you, or even just use your boats and go stage a rescue mission ourselves.
Boat's not
We're,
ready yet.
Oh.
Boat's ready in 6 days.
We
You-
could leave now and head towards Gattve's Rock, see if we could find anything.
Yeah, it sounds like we have 6 days to meet up for a two-pronged assault on Gattve's Rock. That's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a point of order, wasn't Gattve's Rock Fundabera's hangout?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's not just Fundibear's hangout. It's also her twin brother Kamalkas's hangout.
Right. I just wanted to point out that we would effectively, that the two-pronged assault on Gattve's Rock plan sounds a lot like assaulting El Dorita's Lord and Master.
Yes, it does.
No,
Which
I figured this.
Artigue's fine with. Which,
No, I figured our two-prong assault will be us showing up first. I'm like, oh, hey, those guys are pissed. What are we going to tell them?
And Fundibera is technically not on Gattve's Rock. She has nothing to do with this, as far as at least Eldrita knows, because she's been hanging out on Mixa for a while now. Weeks, in fact. Partying, no doubt.
Sounds like Fundabera's got to get her house in order.
What Kamalkas may or may not have done in the meantime, never know.
Exactly.
Gotta watch that guy.
He has his fun. You have to experience new things, don't you?
All right. Well, I feel underqualified to discuss this type of military strategy. It's not nearly improvisational enough. It's got a lot of planning. I'm sure
You do have
that.
levels of command, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
You're more qualified than the rest of us.
That's command. That's charge. It's not strategize.
Garion's considered a military genius, and he only has command.
We would happily assist in the rescue of Rauga.
Good.
Good. You said the hunters out there are from the group that took her, Rauga?
Yes, they came from Gattve's Rock, the hunters.
Okay. Can we go talk to them?
They on Gattve's Rock.
Yeah. What about those hunters? When he points to the guys on the side of the mountain. What about those guys?
No, they are also like the Trinsmyra hunters that are also
Yeah.
No, they are also champions.
Are they?
Are they now?
Yes.
who's champions?
Ours. They help. Will help. Hunters don't like Gattve's Rock.
Okay. So it looks like we can get some hunters on hunters action here.
Yeah, right. Like this. All right. Definitely, I think want to have a talk with those cats.
We could send them in first to spring any traps.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So
They were chosen for the vanguard.
best of your knowledge, though, these hunters just showed up, grabbed Rauga, and left.
Yes, Rauga was out in forest. She was seeking time for visions alone. We sent her with warriors escorts to the coast, but there were hunters. They took her. Too many. One warrior got away.
Oh, did he happen to hear anything about like motivation or who was behind it? A name?
No, only Gattve's rock.
How do you know they're from Gattve's Rock?
They said they're from Gattve's rock.
Did your warriors, warriors protecting Rauga, manage to kill any of them?
Yes. No. No, they killed warrior. There was a big group of hunters. They killed one warrior. The other warrior got away.
I'm sorry. I imagined something grander in my head when you said that you sent warriors to protect the priestess out to the coast. Yeah, literally, I did not expect that it was the lowest number that would qualify as warriors.
They look not very happy with any of this.
Somebody stop letting Artigue talk.
Oh God. So we will help. We could go to Gattve's Rock, and try to negotiate with the furless and snoutless people there, and bring Rauga back.
Good. You have 6 days. Then we attack.
Okay.
I think she will probably say, then we hunt.
Then we hunt. Good, good, good.
All warriors will come.
Just out of curiosity here, do you think you'll win? I'm given to understand that they use magic on Gattve's Rock.
Dangerous, true. Cannot let this insult stand. We go.
Okay, well, what if instead of, risking everybody's lives on this, you contribute to our cause with, say, 5 of your finest warriors to come with us?
You go first, yes?
Yeah. But it may get physical, and those warriors who come with us would have a chance to shed first blood.
Why don't we roll for it?
God. Sure.
Now the thing is here, Aoya is a leader, right? I need to check her stats here a bit, because what would it translate to?
You're muted, Rob.
Yes, that's on purpose that time, but thank you. Usually that would just be my tomfoolery.
I will spend 3 of the GM pool's fate dice. Together with her water. She doesn't have as much water against humans as she would against Wolfkin, because humans, that's hard. But it's 5 dice.
To be fair, she's not wrong. Humans are hard.
Yes. On the other hand, you're in her turf and in her court. I'm going to give her a bonus die for just position of dominance, right?
Oh.
That's a lot.
Holy shit. And I have 5 with my 2 fate die.
Yeah, that was your one good roll for the evening. Thankfully, it's not an attack roll on us.
I mean, it kind of
Yes.
sort of is, because those 2 will cause doubt damage.
So I'm always like,
Nefria
I
has
was-
never before run into someone who can out-talk her. And just, it's not even out-talk her, it's not, because Nefria is the one who's usually fast-talking, right? You say, babbity-boo, babbity-bee, babbity-ba, and before they know it, they're just absolutely tripped up
terrible.
and do whatever Nefria wants them to. Here, the fast talk just isn't really salient, is it? It's a place for slow deliberation and sheer will. A type of will that Nefria rarely runs into. But, I mean, if you want to roll your 5 dice, you're free to.
yeah, keep in mind you're going to have to roll your 5 dice. They're all going to need to be successes, and 3 of them are going to need to be 6s. There's
Yep.
no return on investment for spending your last 2 fate die here.
Yeah,
there
okay,
really isn't.
let's not go down that path.
So you will basically just take the 3 points of doubt. Here are things you can do to not take 3 points of doubt if you don't not want to. Now, you are not broken by this. You can take 4 points of doubt without being broken. But, just so you know, things you can do to mitigate the damage, because after that, like, Aoya will get 3 bonus dice against you, which is bad enough at moment, right? But, as I've said, doubt, you can make a promise. You can promise Aoya to help them, give them something, do a service for them, and then actually, that's not going to be a lie. It's an actually binding promise. You can take a reputation point, but that's going to be a bad reputation of some kind. You can be afflicted by like some kind of short form depression or melancholy, where you basically are questioning yourself for a certain amount of time. Your water will then count as 1 for all deed rolls for the rest of this session and the next one. You can have a crisis of life, in which case you have to abandon your destiny and get a new one. Or you can get a sentence of death of some kind. Those are consequences of taking doubt that will allow you to take 1 less or 2 less points of doubt. Just putting it out there as an option. Remember, you're not broken yet.
Wow, that all sounds much preferable to taking 3 points of doubt than taking a nap to get rid of them all.
You could do that too.
Well, I'm probably just gonna roll with my 3 points of doubt here, because
Yep.
I imagine we'll probably be spending the night at this place. So hopefully I can sleep some of that off. It's just that they're so cute, and I really don't know how to operate in the face of so many good boys.
Right?
I
mean-
and so
She is genuinely impressive. Is this the first leader that Nefria is like, yeah.
like,
Authority, I get it.
yeah. Maybe Nefria is just a little bit verklempt in the presence of
She's sitting there going like, I'm so proud of them. So proud.
Nefria's like, I would follow this guy. Yeah, I would follow this
would.
guy. Yeah.
I would.
I just have to say,
It's just so precious.
Lemur, I'm sorry, but oh yeah.
You pay, like yes, like just
Then there was a forest fire.
like what if? What if it was
So
a free
I suppose
Trinsmyra?
that the meeting when Nefria is trying to wheedle out some extra support from Aoya is going to end up with Nefria blushing completely, lying down, showing her throat in complete submission as she's been instructed, maybe before she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And just going, yeah, we'll do what we can, and hopefully we'll be done before 6 days are up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do I lick the side of her mouth? Like
You can do that, yes, in submission. Yes, you can do that, yeah.
Tee-hee.
Has a mouthful of chew toy before she even realizes.
Like,
And so it is, I suppose, that you will stay the night in Aoya's residence, I guess? In the village? Or are you setting out immediately?
how far are we from?
From Gattve's Rock, it's about a
Yeah.
day of travel, I would think. Yeah. You can go in rough terrain. Let's see now. So you need to... there are some things that you need to do to get on top of Gattve's Rock. One, you need to get out of the forest. That takes... Oh, I took the wrong book. Not the world book. The rule book. Thank you very much. That takes, in rough terrain, just about 10 miles per day. So you would just about get down to the coastline. Thing is, you will need a boat as well, which you can find in Silver Sound. You know, the place where you just burned the Tricorian garrison to the ground?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like, allegedly.
Like,
See no issues
prove
with going
that.
back there.
That right. There's probably a boat to be found there, or you can steal one from anywhere along the coast. Though there's, being Trinsmyra and Nefria, you will know this, and so will Eldrida. Villages here, no. And the Wolferwell, they're only like wolf settlements. So the closest human settlement is in fact Silver Sound.
So it's a day and a half travel to Silver Sound then.
Yeah,
Okay.
a day and a half travel to Silver Sound. So, but you have 6 days, so you know that gives you plenty of space. If you want to stay the night, that's up to you.
My vote is for staying the night and then sending the good boys into Silver Sound to either hire or steal some boats for us.
What does everybody else say? I mean, Deidre doesn't care either way. She's just, you know, like, as far as, are you leaving the court now and just, you know, sitting under a lean-to somewhere to discuss your next step?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
I'm thinking. So Deidre is all like, well, I care very little about all this hubbub. It could be interesting to see them all storm the beaches and all, and what might happen from there. So we could slow things down just to see the party ensue. But it could also be interesting visiting this place. I've never been to Gattve's Rock. They say it's a place of great magic.
I just...
There was a sex party there.
Do you think there might be another?
Not unless this is Fundabear is doing. And again, if this is Fundabear is doing, we have other issues.
Oh. I hear Fundabear is fantastic.
Me too. She got me food, alcohol, a girl, and a boy. Like, what more could you possibly ask for?
So, Artigue, I knew you had some interesting sides to you. She will, in fact, caress you ever so nicely over your amazingly bulging biceps.
Thanks, but no thanks.
I'll just have to settle for Sifanu then.
Oh god.
If you want to call that settling, then, you know, I can only criticize you for your taste. So that's like prime A lean beef.
I know Sifanu, he's a G. He deserves better than settle. Like,
I mean, you'll obviously have Gistaki is just, you know, whatever you want, boss, and so is Galagormgald, so there's not much coming out of them. What would be Bodonius' thoughts on this?
I mean, that does seem the easiest way to get boats, unless anybody here knows how to build them. And I haven't seen too many carpentry skills amongst the group, so...
That's true.
Oh, I got it. Artigue could stone shape a boat.
That's great. Look,
Unless
here's a
it
rock
was
that looks like a
mica.
boat. Doesn't float like one, though.
You know what floats? Bloated corpses.
Corpse raft is always an option. Shouldn't have burned those bodies.
Yeah.
We should have lashed them together.
And until the sharks show up.
Well, that's why you just need layers, so that, they haven't gotten to the top layer by the time you get where you're going.
Ew.
God.
Squishy.
Artigue checks the mirror for Brithanny. Is she still in a forest being mocked? Or laughed at least?
Not this time, no.
Where is she now?
Still in a forest.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm in... yeah, we can stay at the night here. I'm in no rush.
All right, stay the night, head down tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna do that load tonight when you were done.
As you're sitting there under the lean-to, there will in fact be a person with an escort, a Wolfkin escort. Looks like this.
Everyone's heart melts a little more.
I can't help it.
I want to adopt all of them.
I do.
So the person being escorted looks like this. She is, in fact, one of the Trinsmyra hunters. Just like a dagger in the scabbard. Very simple, brown tunic, brown hoses, that sort of thing.
Looks like a dagger's really not a weapon.
Maybe not.
I'll go ahead and approach them. I'm curious about these other champions.
Yep. I mean, they are approaching you as well, so,
Good.
This is very typical, Trinsmyra turban around the hair and cloak and so on. Jessica, why don't you do this one? I have given you some instructions for this.
Oh gosh, I'm going to mangle this. Hello, I'm Galona Ab Kolhal. No expecting to see other Berlis around.
Well, yeah, we just came on in from down south. I've just kind of been bopping around the whole world. What brings you to the Wolvenwood?
Well, as it happens, we were escorting a sick friend. She wanted to come home, and then we heard about what had happened with the evil wizards, apparently.
Oh, evil wizards? What, are those the ones that stole the, Rauga?
From the rock, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, those ones. Yes, evil wizards. So you're gonna help Aoya, get her back?
Oh, of course.
Are you heroes? Like, what, just doing a good turn for a friend?
No. Although, if truthfully, folks like us, we never get the opportunity for things like this. It's a little exciting, isn't it?
Folks like us. Folks like who?
Are you not Trinsmyra?
Well, I am.
I mean, we're just villagers.
Yes, simple folk. Country rubes, not caught up in the push and pull of international politics and revolution. Indeed. I am mere Trinsmyrans. Yes.
Wait, there are normal people in the world?
What do you do for fun? Like, certainly not cause riots.
That definitely sounds like somebody with 3 points of doubt.
Right.
So how many forts do you torch in a week?
Like, it's not. What am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life?
Nefria's questioning everything almost.
Are you alright?
I'm sure it's nothing a nap or 3 could clear up for me. You know, statistically speaking.
I mean, we've got someone good with herbs if you are under the weather.
What kind of herbs?
She's
Herbs to forget?
What?
Herbs to
Eldrita's like,
forget?
I'm right here.
Do you have herbs to forget? Like,
Here. Have a smoke.
done. You want to sit down, have a smoke with us? We were just discussing, our potential contribution to the rescue of Rauga. Talk strategy. Tell us what you're thinking.
I mean, we didn't really have enough plans. It's not like we expected to be in this situation.
You guys are just gonna jump in the boats they're building and smash yourselves against the rocks?
Well, I mean, it's Ulfa. She sort of gestures to the Wolfkin. It wasn't Ulfa, right? Did I?
Yeah.
I probably
Yep.
labeled that too. It's Ulfa. She it's the person who's been taken that she needed to see. So.
To cure her of the illness.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm curious, are you from around this part?
Thereabouts. Where is Wheelcleft? I think I saw it on the map earlier. Just from a bit.
Wheelcleft
You said
is
you're
in
from south as well.
fact,
Where do you hail from?
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Nefria would know
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah. Wheelcleft. I'm from Rockma.
Oh, City girl.
Yeah. Urban
Only from home?
sense of. Pardon?
That's a long way from home.
Yeah, I get around. I've been hither and yon. To various parts unknown. Wheelcleft. Oh, what?
You must have stories then.
A few good stories. Really, I think I'm more interested in you. Do you have any other companions with you?
Interested in me? Why?
Oh, it's not every day you get to meet another Furless in the Wolvenwood.
Oh, that's true enough, I suppose. Like I said, we're just friends running a trap line, and other local wise woman, like I said. She is trained to help with the keep it contained and all, but there's.
Looking over to the lean-to, they appear to be slightly more than half a dozen, maybe? They're all dressed in, rough spun wool and, leather, hard, workers' boots. These are not rich folks. They are dressed for being outdoors. They have leather where appropriate, thick cloth where appropriate, and so on and so forth.
Are these the simple folk who are impacted by the decisions that I blindly have been making for the last year or two? Delightful. Where's my doubt?
Probably just staring openly at because I think Bodonius is still wearing his robes, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he does have chainmail over top of it, but
Yeah, the choppy there. Is he some sort of priest or something?
I'm a monk of Ranz.
Ranz.
I'm a long way from home.
Where's that? Is that up north?
To the east.
I'll say.
Possibly a strange question. Have you or any of your companions ever been to Marjura?
Where's that?
I suppose that answers my question.
He was hoping to find the real heroes in some of us.
Sorry, Bodonius.
They did say that these were champions, and
Oh, I suppose I know one interesting story. She gestures to one of her companions and says name that the person presumably has. Used to be a slave in the mines until the resistance army came through.
The resistance of the mines in Marjura, or here in Trinsmyra.
What? So she doesn't know where Marjura is.
Oh God, no, thank you. Oh, so here and then the resistance came through. What a delight. What do you think of the resistance, friend, foe?
I mean, I don't know much about all that. It's good to it's good to have some of our people back though. No longer working in those harsh conditions. We had quite the influx afterwards. Lots of new faces. I suppose that was kind of exciting. Trying to help them get back on their feet and all.
I have to ask Nefria. You don't have insight as your machinator ability yet, so you can actually not suss out their motives with a machinator roll. Sorry about that.
Tragic.
I have a feeling that's going to be the next level up, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I remember Erald, our resident inquisitor, who has the insight ability and uses it frequently.
Brithanny does too.
So, do any of your fellow travelers have any contacts in Silver Sound who might be able to procure a boat?
You got some something on
Yes,
your...
that's permanent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's got a tattoo. It's permanent. Yes, I'm aware.
She tries to not look at the tattoo, thinking it would be this poor man has a debility of some kind, and staring would be impolite. Hey, we could probably arrange something like that. Is that the idea? You're gonna sail over?
Yeah, we want to get ahead of our Wolfkin friends here before they start a massacre.
Right. So, for how many would you be needing transport? I mean, most folks around here are just simple fishermen. Is a small bark gonna be enough, or?
What's our count again? Not counting the pixies because they're small enough to fit in pockets. But what are we at?
You have your
14?
8 boys, 8 good boys. There is
12, 13.
Yeah, you're a bazillion.
So 2 fishing boats might be enough.
Yeah, I would say 2
3,
2
4,
26-foot longbows.
5, 6, 7, 15, 16 altogether.
I forgot, I gotta go gold.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's not counting the ferries because they're so small they fit in your pockets.
Right. 3 boats if you will be joining us.
I mean, I can see what I can do, but it's a fair size or a fair number. One of the two. And she's sort of, you can see her kind of.
Speaking of the fairies, what's her reaction to them?
Oh, I guess, yeah, they're probably.
They're like
She probably hears a random
fairies in the corner here.
Probably sort of like looks and like. Looks again. Sorry, I must be losing my mind. I thought I saw some sort of little fog.
Indeed.
We have many interesting travel companions.
So you're going to Gattve's Rock, and you want a fair number of ships to get ahead of the Wolfkin. Is that the idea?
That is the idea.
Ah. What exactly would you be hoping to accomplish? I mean, it sounds like sailing under the teeth of a trap.
It's definitely a trap.
It's definitely a trap, and we're hoping we could disarm the entire situation before the wolves even show up.
So you're going to negotiate, is the idea?
Yes.
Well, you see, we're sort of it's a little bit of a I don't know, 6 degrees of the emperor, if you will, or the empress. We sort of know a guy who knows a guy who's friends with the guy at Gattve's Rock.
Sorry, Empress?
Oh, you know those whoever's in charge of Tricoria.
Oh, I see.
You know how we're all connected to our leaders by degrees of 7 people. So we actually know a guy who knows a guy.
So you're Tricorians, then?
No.
Whoa! I get between
no.
two and start looking at you. Don't. I know what you're thinking. Don't.
Growl and look away.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but you said anyway. Sorry, I must have. So you know someone at Gattve's Rock to talk to. Is that?
We've met several individuals over there.
In a roundabout way, perhaps.
Right. And you just got here.
We've been around.
We're well traveled.
We just got to the Wolvenwood.
Which direction is the coast from here?
East.
From the south, you said, not east.
Yes.
Yes, we arrived.
We recently landed in Vumbra.
That's a fair way of putting it.
In Vumbra. See.
And we had to do some shopping, and then we came right up here.
Only to discover, of course, that Rauga is not where we expected her to be, and now we got to go see a guy about seeing a guy.
Oh, you're also here for Rauga. Is someone in your group sick?
Oh, we're all very sick.
You have no idea.
But Bodonius, I never knew you cared.
We all of us are very sick. Yes. Yes.
And that's the Dalp talking.
Like.
Is this a deal then? We have some new traveling companions, so we're gonna be 24-ish traveling out to the rock?
This is a battalion. Like.
Yes. Oh, our small group of adventurers. How small? 24.
24.
Sorry, you need boats for how many people?
Mr. Gronstrom,
25.
I'm not sure you designed it that way, but here we are.
This is where we landed. We're just rolling with it.
We don't need boats at this point so much as we just need a bridge.
Like, that would be helpful. Could Artigue raise the ocean to create a land bridge to Gattve's rock?
No, I believe we'll discover that where there is sufficient depth of water, my power ceases to function.
That is correct.
However, we've also learned that Sifanu can raise an army of undead and use them to push rocks into the water, and then that will work eventually.
Eventually.
Mother of pearl.
So it seems to me that this is an excellent place to pause the current scheming and reconvene in a couple of weeks where I'm sure we won't get any more surprises or strange plot twists or even more people joining in any way, shape, or form. Right?
Maybe no one will need to be hit by a hammer.
Maybe no one will need to be hit by a hammer.
I'm now imagining Harold and his flame tongue like, I finally caught up with you. Wait, Jesus, how many of you are there?
Like a lot. Okay, we just
He's like,
just
he
kept
looks over at his
collecting
friends.
people.
He's like, I think we're outnumbered.
You know, Harold has been known to make alliances with anti-creationists before, so you're fine, Sifanu. I'm sure you're fine.
It'll be fine.
Yes.
Fortunately, it's only Sifanu, Eldrita, and Deidre that are anti-creationists. The rest of us are all
Sir
good
Artigue is
creationist
fine.
folk.
Bodonius is a monk of Ranz, for crying out loud. He couldn't do it. Anyway, so we'll see each other in a couple of weeks, and I'm sure it's gonna be smooth sailing from here on. You're through the worst. The Talkman was the worst. You're through the worst. It's gonna be easier from here on. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a promise?
Or-
Not at
And
all.
Steph won't be
Not
upset
in
with
the
us at all.
slightest. I'll roll
we
my
didn't do
Machinator
anything
ability
this
as a
time.
GM here. Let's see how many. Yeah. See you then. Bye.